Good evening, Philly. My name is Samuel Johns, and tonight we're going to talk about building meaningful connections through micro interactions, which are the split-second moments that shape the dynamics between people. And I'm going to start with a personal story. You've been working out of a co-working space for a month already, but you have very few friends here. There's a few guys who are regular in the space too. You see them every day. You wonder what they do. But you've struggled to build up the courage to break through the discomfort of the many moments of silence and the tension in your body at the water fountain when you could have said hi. Instead, you let the moment pass by, and there goes another missed opportunity for connection. Then one day, boom, it happens. He says, "Hey, how you doing?" Within minutes of chatting, you realize you have so many passions in common, and a friendship is born. 2 weeks later, you're sitting down for tea, listening to each other's stories, career challenges, talking about meditation, starting over, having an impact. You leave with gratitude, feeling enveloped and rejuvenated. The things you have in common start to build. There is energy in your friendship, and he invites you to his jam later that coming week, something a boy from a small country town in Australia could never have imagined. The day of the jam, you're feeling sick and tired, and you see him before leaving the office that day, and you let him know that you'll check in with him later. He receives your comment with understanding and compassion, even though you're entirely sitting on the fence. Later that night, you find yourself at the jam, feeling inspired and alive. And after the jam, he starts introducing you to more individuals, leading to more moments of connection. And this is the building of community. And the story goes on from here, and all of a sudden you're on the stage at Ignite Philly 2 months later, all because of this friend and the willingness to break through the discomfort and start a conversation. Meaningful connections can last a few seconds or a lifetime. And regardless of length, each connection is filled with many interactions that shape the course of our lives. And without paying attention, we often glaze over this fact, caught up in the stress and the constant striving that feeding our own personal narrative, we fail to recognize a fellow human in the same shared experience. The constant need for distraction leads to a missed opportunity to improve our happiness and well-being. Research out of Stanford shows that one of the strongest determinants of happiness is a sense of community, and a lack of social connection is a stronger determinant of health than obesity, smoking, and high blood pressure. Now, how do we put this into practice? I'm going to ask everyone here to get a little uncomfortable for a moment and turn to the person standing next to you, regardless of whether you know them or not. Now, try to do this in silence and gaze into the person next to you's eyes for the next 20 seconds. Now, pay attention, bit of silence, pay attention to how these feelings show up in your body. Are you being seen or are you seeing? Paying attention to how these feelings can show up in your body is a valuable skill to bring attention to the moments where you disengage from connection. So you can thank your partner. And bring your attention back to the stage. Bit of silence, please. Shh. Even though these moments might sound trivial, it takes courage and vulnerability to break through the conditioned discomfort that arises from a pause, the silence in the room, or the response that catches you off guard. And if you take nothing else away from this, it's to remember that all it takes to build connection is one micro moment. Thank you very much.